tutorial I will be explaining how to pick up stitches evenly along an edge to make the sleeve. So as you can see, I have already knitted the left sleeve on this garment, which is the football shirt, and I now need to knit the right sleeve. So before picking up the stitches, you firstly need to sew the shoulder seams together like so, and then once you've done that, you need to locate the markers. And with the football shirt, the pattern stated that you should place a marker at each end of row 20. So as you can see, I have got one marker here, which is on the front of the shirt, and then another marker here, which is on the back of the shirt. And then between these two markers, you need to evenly pick up 30 stitches. So between this marker and the seam here, we would need to pick up 15 stitches to make it even, and then from this shoulder seam we would then need to pick up another 15 stitches along here, giving 30 stitches in total for the sleeve. Now, along the edge of any piece of knitting there are loops and knots. So this would be a loop and this would be a knot. So firstly, we need to pick up 15 stitches between this marker and the seam here. Now to do this, I like to use the loops and knots. So I've calculated that from this point to the marker, there are 13 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, all the way down to there. So that gives me 13 stitches, but I need 15. So at 2 points along the way, I will also pick up a stitch in one of the knots. So then that gives me 15 stitches evenly placed between this point and the seam. So to pick up the stitch, all you simply need to do is insert your needle into the stitch like so. Then, taking the yarn in the appropriate colour, simply wrap the yarn around the needle and then bring it through the loop like so to make a stitch on the right hand needle. Then once again into the loop, bring the yarn around, through to make a stitch. So in, around, through, off, in, around, through, off, in, around, through, off. So at this point I have got 5 stitches. I think as I now need to knit one of the knots to get to the 15 stitches, I'm going to knit this one so that it's evenly spaced. So just like you did with the loops this time, just put the needle through the knot, around, through and off once more. So once again I'm going to knit the loops like so. And then I'm just going to count how many stitches I now have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I need to fit 4 more stitches in to get to the 15. So I think I will knit this knot now. So that would give me 12. Whoops, try that again. And as you can see, the knots are a little bit harder to knit into, so it just requires that little bit more patience. There we go, and then back into the loop. Into the loop once more. and into this loop, like so. And hopefully I should have 15 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then we reach the seam, and now we need to evenly space 15 more stitches along this edge. So I'm just going to go into the next loop like so, and once again continue all the way to the end of this edge to the marker point here, picking up stitches evenly along the way. As you can see, I have now picked up 30 stitches between the two markers, and now it's just a case of continuing with the pattern, which is purl 6 in yarn B, purl 6 in yarn A, and continue to the end. So here we go, so purl in 6 as you would do normally. Like so, and then to add a new colour, as you would normally, simply purl the next stitch like so, and then before continuing with the next stitch, simply wrap the yarns around one another to interlock the two yarns together to prevent any gaps or holes forming in the knitting, and then continue with the pattern to the end of the row. And once again, I'll just show you the completed sleeve like so, and then just a case then of sewing along the seams.